make it a better city, a better community. We pray that your guidance and your understanding will be upon them. And we pray, Heavenly Father, for your blessings upon it. And we pray it in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Let's pledge. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, thank everybody for coming out to the second board meeting of the month of November. Getting ready for Thanksgiving and all that. Give the alderman a few minutes to look over the consent, and when you get done, we'll get a motion in a second. There has been one question about a beer permit on here, and what that is new owners. The business has already had beer permits, and it's just a change of ownership. Nothing has changed at the business.
Is letter E, is that just a payment that we missed, or what are we paying on a monthly claim?
That's what he get paid every month.
Mm-hmm.
What I was told.
Did we miss it?
400, we raised it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't put that on.
Which one?
On E.
Item E. Yes, it was, that's what she said. They just missed it.
Okay, I didn't hear.
I'm sorry.
I was listening to Jeff. Okay.
Motion, Mayor.
Jeff, second.
Second.
Any other questions? All in favor?
No.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next, Ms. Woodard.
I was just here for Thrasher School, not Bachelor. We have gotten the prom back at the school. It's been in the hands of the parents, and we have started with $0. So we were wanting to ask if we could have the venue, but at the Booneville Hardware, waived, the fee waived.
What's the date?
It is April 14th.
Motion,
Have you, sorry,
Who's the date?
Tara, and
April
second.
14th.
Second.
Well, have you checked and made sure the building's available?
Yes, sir. We've actually already booked it, so if we could get if you would like to waive the fee, we would like a reimbursement.
Okay.
What times? Do we know, do y'all know times? Do we have to have times so they're gonna block the street off?
6 o'clock.
Well, are y'all asking to block the street off, or y'all just using inside the building?
We're just using inside the building.
Okay. Alrighty.
You gonna keep all those kids inside, you sure?
You wanna come help me? I teach first grade. I don't know how I got suckered into this. And I'm all about, trying to scrape up some money. So.
Alrighty.
All right.
Motion to waive the fee, and we'll get them reimbursed, and I have a second. All in favor?
Yeah.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you
See ya.
so much.
Thank
We
you.
greatly appreciate it.
The next item, the folks that rented the hardware building is asked to stay after the closing time.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. All right, next to the department reports, Ms. Sharon.
I'd like to ask approval on the final resolution on Caterpillar from 2022 to 2031 tax exemption.
Motion. Second.
Second.
Jeff and Jimmy. Jimmy beat you, Miss Carolyn. All in favor?
No.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next,
I'd like to ask approval to accept past taxes on PPIN number 1610. This is the city's property.
it belongs to the city.
Yeah. Along with
Motion.
Motion.
Tara and Jimmy. Was there a question?
I didn't talk to anybody about it. I didn't know what it was.
Okay, I just seen you question on your face, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
All in favor?
No.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next,
And then I would like to ask to have it approved to a blanket on accepting past taxes on payments for PIN numbers that belong to the city.
Jill?
Second.
Carolyn? Any questions?
What does that mean?
Daniel, can y'all clarify this?
I have no idea who wrote that.
This is just what,
Put a blanket, is that a stop? Is that a,
this
That's
is
the
just
one.
what we were advised, when Courtney called concerning the taxes on city properties. That way, if there's any more that's out there that,
Yeah.
you know, it would already be taken care of.
does that mean
Does that
we're,
make sense? Like,
I don't think the terminology makes sense.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I think that's
too.
I'm
what's got
confused as
me.
well.
so, for example, this one that is in the packets, that's the one that's on this agenda, and it's 34536. And in the, you know, if we find any more that was city properties, we can go and take care of them.
So we're stopping those, since we own them?
Yes.
Okay,
We're basically taking the taxes
Yeah,
off of the
Yes.
city-owned
And
property.
Right.
whoever owns
Now
it,
that
get
makes
it.
sense.
yeah, I got you.
Okay. That answer all the questions?
Yeah, good job,
All in
Sharon, good
favor?
job.
All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. On the next item, this is the same, the car lot that wants to rent the Fred's parking lot. We had the pre-construction meeting with the Roberts Construction on the Fred's building today, and they said they did not have a problem with this because they're gonna be doing a lot of paperwork and preliminary work at the first part of December, and they had no problem with us going ahead and allowing them to use the parking lot before they started construction, if y'all wanted to allow it.
What is this?
Where they rent the parking lot to sell cars.
Do we know what they're renting it for?
It's the same amount that they have been in the past. I
Can we
think
get
it
the
was
tax money?
$2,000.
Yeah, $2,000 what
Yes,
they
we
gave
do
them.
get the tax money from the cars as well.
Motion.
Okay, gotcha.
Second.
Questions? All in favor? Pose same sign. Motion carried. Next, the next item has been taken care of, so I'd like to strike it from the minutes. All right, Miss Lori.
How are y'all? Would like for you to possibly consider us using some capital, some of our line item capital that we set aside for this new budget year for some decorations that we need to make the ice skating event happen. It would be made out of metal. We got 2 quotes, and Dickerson Industrial Services, who is local, came in with the lowest quote instead of, is it Mosca, M-O-S-C-A Design. And that is in the amount of $13,000. And that is several different things, and 2 of those things are permanent structures that we would use year-round during different events.
Okay.
Motion.
Second.
Tara and Carolyn? Questions? All in favor? Pose same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Lori. And the porch on the back of the depot looks great.
Thank you, it does. You did a good job.
John?
That's a lot of times on the agenda. I didn't know this item was on there, but let me, that's good if we've got it on there. BWI is a supplier out of Memphis that does grass seed, fertilizer, chemicals. Northeast uses
Yeah, we do.
BWI, Booneville High School does. And with the cost of things going up, I think if we could cut some of the middlemen out and go straight for the suppliers that they're getting it from, it'd be nice for our chemicals, grass seed. Just an example, a bag of grass seed costs us $75 a bag. I can get it from BWI for $60. So you start doing 1 to 2 tons of grass seed, it doesn't take long to add up. And they requested that we do a credit out. I think Sharon's has got that, so.
You
that's
gonna
what-
get your fertilizer too from,
If we can get it,
yeah.
we'll still shop it, because sometimes Scruggs is cheaper, sometimes Tyler Feed is cheaper, so, current co-op is cheaper, but we try to shop it, and that'll give us an option there.
Motion.
Second.
All right, Lavelle and Jeff. Any further questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Chief?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Bob.
We've already discussed this.
I'd like to discuss about the payload upgrade.
This is what we've already discussed. Daniel just recommended we put it in the minutes and spread it across the minutes.
Just to have it in there.
Okay, motion.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Mr. Paul? Gas Department. Water Department, I'm sorry.
Yeah, hold it line. Please, when you get permission to order the F-350 that we discussed and put in the budget, I can get it, it's $48,800 what the truck's gonna cost us. I think it shouldn't be any packets there. I just need permission to order it and get it purchased, it'll be about a year before it comes in.
Dang.
That's what I say.
It's a long
Can't get
time
stuff
to
come
wait.
in, can you?
I'm still waiting on trucks we ordered last year on the budget.
It's in the budget, man.
You budgeted,
Yeah,
yes.
we budgeted
Motion.
75.
Jeff? Second.
Second.
Sarah? Discussion?
Yeah. It's too small, can't read it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank you, Paul. Now, the gas manager, Oscar.
How y'all doing? We got a ground bed in Wheeler that's down. Y'all should have the prices on 2 bids it's gonna cost to get it fixed. It does need to be fixed, because if we don't, we're gonna cause leaks and we'll have to change a lot of steel mains. But you got prices on that. On that. It's down.
What's the name of it, Oscar?
Wheeler Station.
Where's the, oh, Sullivan Natural Gas
Yes,
Services?
Sullivan, you got
J.E.
two.
Sims.
You got J.E. Sims and Sullivan.
Yeah.
The low quote is from Sullivan, $11,332.
What's the,
Sir,
what's the other one?
the other quote is $14,485.
Motion to accept Sullivan, low bid.
Second.
Jeff and Jimmy? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. And
Same
next,
thing about the truck for, we put
Next.
in.
Hold on.
put
Sorry.
in the budget.
give Daniel a minute.
Okay, gotcha.
Ready? All right, next is purchase of truck.
That same kind of truck, but for the gas department. We put in budget for that, but we just need to okay the whole.
Motion.
Tara, second.
Second.
Jimmy? Discussion? All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank you, OJ.
Appreciate it.
Chief Ramey?
I'd like to ask y'all to approve me hiring Cody Horn as a full-time certified police officer at $17.20 an hour. He's here with me. He's, like I said, already full-time certified. Needs, I know he has to take the drug test, but he'd be ready to start as soon as we get that result back. Y'all hire him.
Motion.
Second.
Lavelle and Carolyn? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Kenny, Street Department.
I'd like to post for a position for the full-time operator, $15 to $17 an hour.
Motion.
Isabel,
Second.
Darrell? Discussion? All in favor? Pose same sign. Motion carried. Next.
Sidewalks, I wanted to know if y'all wanted to hire them sidewalks poured, or y'all want us to try to.
If y'all ain't got time, we need to get them fixed, contracted out, 'cause they're in bad shape.
Yep.
There was some confusion. We did approve and discuss, and they were tore out because they were in bad shape. Kenny was wondering how y'all wanted to proceed to fix them. So at this time, I'd like to ask for motion to receive quotes to replace the sidewalks.
Motion.
Second.
This is the ones we've tore out across from Big Mama's
Big
Kitchen.
Mama's Kitchen, then one down by Coach Jackson, it's down, then there's one right down on the corner.
Yes,
Right about,
they've got a cone on it. We're gonna
Yeah,
fix it too. All right, all in favor? Pose same sign. Motion carried. Next.
I'd like to get approved for ordering some bush hogs. First one's 317, 7-foot bush hog.
This was in the budget and capital.
motion.
Second.
Jeff and Jimmy. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carried. Next.
And approved for ordering the bat-wing bush hog at 2810.
Okay,
Motion.
Second.
Tara and Carolyn. All in favor? Pose same sign. Motion carried. Next, Mr. David Moore.
There is a letter in y'all's information that the lady sent you that has requested permission to build a dewatering facility here. They service grease traps and different things around, and they're proposing to build a facility to dewater the effluent from those, take the solids to the landfill, and we would take the water into the wastewater treatment plant. Before we got into details and everything else, I kind of needed y'all's blessing to tell us if we wanted to even do food with that or not wanted to food with it, or what we wanted to do. I don't know how many gallons a month it'll be. We get a price and everything else later, but before we go to all that trouble and do all that, if there's any questions, I'll try to answer them from what they've told me.
Is this something that you would recommend?
It would be great if it works right. It's one of those kind of things that you just have to watch. We'll have to monitor it. I called DEQ. DEQ says we have no regulations. We have no idea. We don't know of any facility that's doing that in the state. So either everybody's doing it and not telling them, or I don't know what. But anyway, that's kind of the situation. One of the guys down there told me, said, well, so-and-so knows about it, and I talked to her, and she said, well, we've talked about it before, but we've never permitted, never approved one, and never done anything else. I think it would be something similar to the water we used to get from the landfill, back when they were bringing water and dumping it. It's not gonna have any solids or anything in it. It shouldn't have any grease. It'll have a little bit of BOD, but we're low on BOD anyway. So shouldn't affect us. If we want to pursue it, I'll pursue it with them and get down to the final stuff and bring it back to you.
I'm trying to understand it, yeah.
Is this something we maybe need to table? And
Well, we don't
research
need
a
to
little
take,
more?
well, I just need to know
Yeah,
If you want to pursue it or
We wanna
not.
pursue it.
Yeah, I make
Yeah.
a motion to pursue it, yeah.
Okay.
Second.
Okay.
So we're not approving it, we're pursuing it? Pursue
Right,
it.
that is, we're not approving anything because we don't have anything
Gene,
I
in
want to know a
paper.
little bit more information, because anything that
Yeah.
DEQ is not comfortable with, I wouldn't be
Well,
comfortable
no,
with.
they're not, they didn't care. it wasn't that they weren't comfortable, they just said, we don't have any, we don't do any, we don't do that. They didn't have any reservations one way or the other. And as long as we monitor it and keep the effluent coming in like it's supposed to be coming in, it'll be just like everybody else effluent coming into the plant. It won't be anything wrong with it. There's nothing that they do to it. It's not any hazardous chemicals or anything.
David, reckon they would tell us who's using it when you could contact them to see how this is working?
They out of Tennessee.
Ask me that question again.
You know, you said nobody around here is using this, right?
I said that the DEQ didn't know of any facilities
Yeah,
in
they
the
use
state.
That's using it.
In
Okay.
the state, yeah,
But
anywhere.
they all around here.
They're
They're local. I
there's
mean,
all kinds of people doing it.
Yeah.
They just don't permit it. I called and asked if there was any kind of permit or any kind of, with an industrial permit, any of them, Plum Rose, any of them, Swift, whatever, they will send that to the city first and for their approval before they will issue them a permit to discharge to our
I see.
sewer. And I thought that might be the same thing with them, but they did not have that. So,
So what are we pursuing? Let's be specific what we're pursuing. What are we? You're saying more information? What?
I would just like to know a little bit more about it.
So would I.
we're going to, I really don't think we need a motion in a second. I really think we just need a direction.
Okay.
And if the direction is to proceed and get
Yeah.
all the information
Yeah.
that the board would need, figure out a cost, figure out get the process of the plant, get the stuff down that they're doing, get it on paper instead of just talking
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't want to
Yeah.
do that, but I didn't want to do that without y'all's direction.
All righty.
Okay.
Thank you, David.
Okay.
Next, Ms. Tara's got it on the agenda to discuss overriding the mayor's veto.
Yes, I just want to make a motion to override the veto of the new salary set for $40,000.
Ms. Tara, second.
Second.
Jimmy? Okay, all in favor? Have to do it.
Gotta, yeah,
All right, Jimmy,
gotta do a poll.
You gotta vote.
Yeah.
Tara,
Aye.
Lavelle, Carolyn,
Aye.
Jeff?
Nay.
Okay,
Can I make a second motion under the same thing? I want to make a second motion for Mayor Lindley's work ethic to be reevaluated over a 90-day period. If he has made significant improvements after this 90-day evaluation, a reinstatement of his original salary will be considered.
motion,
Second.
Lavelle. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Moving on, the governor has declared November 24th and 25th as the holidays for Thanksgiving. Motion to concur with the governor on these two dates.
Motion.
Lavelle, second.
Second.
Tara, all in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Also, for December, because of Christmas Eve and Christmas on Saturday and Sunday, December 23rd and 26th as Christmas holidays. So that's a Monday and a Friday.
Motion.
Carolyn, Lavelle and Carolyn, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. And also, because New Year's is on a weekend, January 2nd, which is Monday, would be New Year's Day.
Motion.
Second.
Lavelle and Tara, all in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next, Swift Manufacturing has been having trouble with people coming in and out Elevator Street. And they are just simply asking that we make Elevator Street a one-way street going towards Veterans Drive, so that anybody that's coming through the lot around their employees' vehicles would have to go by their guard shack so they could make sure that the employees' vehicles are safe and secure. So they're not gonna stop anybody from going down Elevator Street. They just want them to be able to come through and have a record of who's coming in and being around their employee vehicles because of theft and stuff. So all they're wanting to do is make Elevator Street a one-way street, which would go towards Veterans Drive.
Motion.
Second.
Jeff and Tara, all in favor? Opposed, same side. Motion carried. Next, it's been requested that we extend the parade and let it come to an end at Bryant's Crossing. This is where the public can see the progress and stuff being made on the east side of town.
Motion.
Mr. Jeff, second.
Second.
Mr. Jimmy, all in favor? Opposed, same sign. Discussion?
Yeah. Did we, make sure, like, as far as, and just asking, like, as far as the, safety of the people walking, like, is that okay with, like, Ramey and the school? I mean,
The distance.
the distance between.
Well,
what they-
the bands usually stop off at the Blue, I still call it the Bluebell
I do
building.
too.
So the bands will depart there.
There.
And actually, this might be a good thing, instead of the kids, what we have is everybody goes over the railroad tracks and all the floats, all the parents are trying to get their kids off.
Yeah.
If we carry the floats down to the parking lot, then they can get off the road and then the parents could get their kids off the floats.
Right.
So the band would take a right and go into the Bluebell. The floats would go on up to their parking lot and then disperse from there. And that would also give parents a place. I know me and my wife run into this. My wife can drop my daughter off and leave her car there. I can take my car over here and leave it there. So when we get through, we got another ride back to the other car. So it works out for parents to be able to drop off kids here and pick them up over there.
Can we say not just band kids, any walkers?
Yes,
Can go over to that old Bluebell?
yes.
And then
Because the band doesn't-
drivers can go forward.
Yes, I agree. Because the band doesn't get on at the college either. They get on at the Church of God and then march and they get off at the Bluebell. So that's where they can unload and load all their instruments in the truck.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
That's fine and dandy to do that, with understanding that I probably ain't got the people to cover all those intersections. So I don't want people to think that the city or the police department's gonna be at these intersections from the overhead bridge.
Well, the walkers are gonna try to disperse over the Bluebell anyway. So there'll be vehicles and people
Yes, I
in them.
understand that, I just don't want, for as the safety part of it, for the police department to be responsible for the safety of everybody on out there, which that's fine from going out there, I don't have a problem with that whatsoever.
Alrighty.
But I just don't want the responsibility, because I don't have the people to cover all those intersections.
Alrighty. Any other discussion?
I got one question. How's the lighting gonna be at that time
We
out
were
there?
working on that today. We've got some solar later
If
coming
bad
in.
comes to worse, we're gonna put those generator lights, it's got those diesel engines that you raise it up and you turn the county's got
Right.
two sitting up at the Ag Center. And we'll pursue that avenue to light that
Good.
up to where there won't be no blind spots. Parents will be able to find their kids, and it ought to be an easier disbursement, since the parking lot is so much bigger and you've got so many outlets. We'll pull all of those cross ties that we've got up there right now that stops the people trying to cut off from going to that stop sign. We'll have all those pulled and out of the parade, so.
Okay, good.
Any place that you normally could have got in Walmart, you'll be able to get out of the Bryant's Crossing.
Prentice County Rescue Squad has 4 of those light towers also. And we've borrowed those before.
We'll try to coordinate it to where it's definitely lit up.
Alrighty. Any other questions? All in favor?
Oh.
Pose same sign. Motion carried.
Can I ask one question?
Yes, ma'am.
I've been talking to all the businesses along that area, and I just want to make sure that I relay the information accurately. So realistically, it'll stop right where we are. So like when you get to Walden's and the bank and all of that there, they will not be part of that. Is that
No,
correct?
yes.
It'll come straight over the bridge from downtown and then where we are. Okay. I just want to make sure that I
Okay.
process the information.
Next is on the agenda is that everything on that issue? For a public hearing on 107 Marietta Street. Miss Mary Alice Russell, are you here? Any pictures? Don't see her.
Oh, whenever you want me to.
Daniel has some information from the court on this situation.
Yeah, we were in court, I guess, Thursday of last week on this, and Ms. Russell pled guilty to several ordinance violations. The judge held like 7 or 8 different counts. The judge held her sentencing in abeyance until she would see if she made significant progress in cleaning up. I'm looking at some pictures, and Mr. Charles may have to explain what we're looking at here.
On those
Yeah.
today,
Right, these are garbage bags that are out there today.
the pictures are in everybody's packages, pictures that was made this morning, that is of the property.
Okay. The judge wanted to see significant progress within 60 days, and including the vehicles and the pool removed. So I don't know how many bags that is, but that looks like a lot of bags. Looks like a lot more to go, but.
Yes.
As I understand it, you were doing this by yourself, is that correct?
In the beginning, I had some help in the beginning from Mr. Tommy Bonds. I have a letter from him. Came Saturday with a crew to help me in the backyard get all this up. The pool, I've got pictures. I couldn't get them developed on my printer because I couldn't figure it out. But this garbage came out of the house itself, plus more.
Right. Well, no.
These are 45 bags.
Yeah. Well,
There
the judge was concerned about the outside of the house. That's what he wanted to see significant
we
progress
are in process of cleaning it up.
on. Is he gonna come back and help you again?
Yes, sir. I have other people that is coming to help me clean this up. It would have already been cleaned up, but my ex-husband's truck tore up and my son's truck tore up. We only have one vehicle in the backyard. The camper is gone. Other than the rails that the wheels go on, I'm not sure what they call
Are we
them.
picking that up, or who?
But
Okay.
Public hearing, I have to let the public talk. All righty. Is that it, Miss Mary Alice?
I mean, as far as the one truck, it is being worked on, so we are trying to get it fixed and get it on, back on the road.
I don't think that's gonna be optional with the judge, though. He told you you wanted them.
I understand that
There
the
you
truck
go.
is being fixed and
that
back
pool.
on the road
When are these
Alright.
people planning on coming back to help you?
this weekend.
All right.
He has some things to do this week, and he said this weekend. And I'm working on it during the week also.
All righty.
Ms. Russell, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
On the tent that's in the back, I understand that there's several people that's staying inside of this tent.
Yes, sir. They were staying in the tent, but they're not there anymore. My son and his friend, my stepson, got killed October the 3rd. He was staying back there with my son, but he's not staying in the tent. That is a portable shop. The tent is.
All righty. Because this is a public hearing, I have to allow the neighbors to weigh in. Is there anybody from that community who would like to speak?
What'd you say, sir?
This is for the this is a public hearing. Anybody in the public that would like to speak, that's a neighbor.
Well, I know one thing, that when you can step outside and smell the air that smells like a back house, they've been using the backyard at her place for a bathroom. And this is, you know, the people that live next door to us got 4 children. They can't even play outside because it's so bad. If they use the bathroom inside, which they have no floors in there, if they had looked inside the house at all, some of the windows are broken. We've known this for years. And then the used bathroom inside, it runs into Jonathan's yard. So you're talking a few $1,000s of fixing up that house. It needs a roof. It's got all that stuff in it, so you just can't even let your animals outside and smell all that stuff.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
Anybody else from the community that'd like to speak? All right, do I have a motion from the Board of Aldermen on this action?
Being that the judge has spoken, what exactly has the judge said on this?
He wants to see
particular
significant
matter?
improvement on the outside. There's 8 different charges he's pled to. He's withholding sentence until he sees significant progress on the outside, including the vehicles gone and the swimming pool gone. But again, significant progress on the outside doesn't mean just the pools and the vehicles. It means significant progress of cleaning it up. She had testified that the hearing that she had cleaned up, or they were going to clean up the inside that coming weekend. That was their plan. It looks like they did that, but
Is there a time frame on this? or-
you remember what court date it was?
January 12th.
January 12th.
She got to them.
That's from the judge's perspective. Y'all can do whatever you need to.
I mean,
because
I'm
it's-
fine
it's-
with
I would,
the judge.
Honor the judge.
I'd like to ask
Honor the
Mr.
judge.
Charles, you know, your opinion on this, you know.
My opinion of this has been going on since January, which is a section line that moved to 107 Marietta, and it is a menace to public health and safety.
A menace to public health.
Yes.
We can come back after January and make a decision and respect the
What,
judge.
what if you do this in this case? Because this one is, like you said, you got children living next door that can't even go outside. You got neighbors who walk outside and they smell it.
I'm working on the drain problem
Understand.
as we speak.
What if, let me
Hold on one second.
what if we have more reviews on this one than normal? What if we just review it next month, and that way we'll see what progress. Mr. Charles will go out there in 30 days, see if there's any progress, and if she hasn't, and if not, then you could do whatever you need to do.
And
That's
one of
fair.
those-
That's
One of
fair.
the other pictures y'all have there is from the cemetery. That's what people see when they go to the cemetery.
Yeah, that's,
And maybe the sewer problem needs to be something that's addressed first. If you're getting that, if you're getting that
I'm
fixed.
addressing it now. Is the main pipe in my drain pipe has broke, and we're trying to figure out how to fix from the main pipe
Right.
and the other pipe.
But that's probably-
So we're having issues because every time I fix it, it breaks loose somewhere else.
But that's a health hazard to
Well, yes.
everyone
So-
around you.
I did
not
not know
That's
about
a
the
main,
sewer
that's a
pipe being broke.
main
These are
factor.
important.
is Paul, where's Paul at?
Paul?
Mr. Paul, are you aware of the sewer pipe that's broke at 107 Marietta?
I ain't heard nothing about it.
Now, if this is on private
Private
property,
property.
we can't
Oh,
go on
oh,
this.
it's on
under
private.
my
Oh, I'm
bathroom.
sorry.
It's under my bathroom.
Yeah, so-
This is, we
It
can,
would be right up under my bathroom floor. That's why I have not put a floor in my bathroom yet, because of the issue. I mean, I'm breaking, every time I fix it, it's breaking.
And that's
So,
another thing, like I said, in September, when me and Officer Davis was there and the doors were open, there is no floors, it's dirt inside the house.
I started, the floor issue has been started. I've got a man coming, when he gets through working, his full-time job, he's coming and helping me at my house. So, you know, I have to work between other people.
When we reevaluate this, maybe you can take some pictures and have them.
I have pictures on my phone.
I'm talking about like of the bathroom, the floor,
Yes,
some
sir.
progress. And Mr. Charles can look at those as well as he evaluates as we move through a process.
And Ms. Russell, also, when you move from section line there, of course, it was, the section line was in a terrible shape.
Yes.
And I think you'll agree with that. But however, it looks like everything from section line was moved over here to this back.
That's how it was.
Yes, ma'am. It was. I've got pictures here.
You got pictures? Okay. That's what I was thinking, that everything from,
The camper and everything basically was moved from one place to the other.
Yes, the camper was moved from one place to the other, and
But the camper's gone now, right?
the camper is gone.
The
These-
main frame of the camper, yes.
The second board meeting is December 20th.
Yeah.
Because the judge has
Yeah,
already
yeah.
and Daniel suggested more reviews. Do I have a motion to review this and look back at it at December 20th board meeting?
Motion. Second.
Lavelle and Tara. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. The next item,
Tell her we got it.
What's that?
Miss Mariette, you need to be back December 20th before the board
Yes,
at
sir.
5:30.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, the next item I'd like for y'all to table, after discussing this with the department heads, they had a lot of input, and I would like to ask y'all to review this in a work session and discuss this further.
Motion.
Second.
And Jimmy? All in favor of tabling? Opposed, same sign. Motion table. And because of the deadline on the financing for the Fred's building, if y'all remember the bid, they put in there December 8th to finalize the paperwork. I went in and sat down and talked to Mark Tapp to see what all needed to be done. First of all, we've got to have the minutes, which we approved those tonight. We'll get them to the bank. But first, I have to have approval for me to sign the paperwork for the loan. So motion to allow myself to sign paperwork for the loan for the construction of the police department.
Motion.
Second.
Jeff and Jimmy, all in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. And because they're gonna be paying payouts on the construction, we'll have to have signature card on it. So motion to approve myself, Sharon Williams, and Lavelle Shields for the signature card.
Second.
Jimmy and Carolyn, all in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Now let me explain the third item. Mark Tapp said there's two ways of doing the loan. You can do it like a construction loan, and we only pay interest on what we've borrowed. So as of right now, when we do the loan, we haven't borrowed anything, so interest is zero. They cannot roll interest into the construction loan, so as we build and start paying out, we have to pay the interest monthly. The other way of doing it, and then at the end of the loan, they convert it into a permanent loan. So the interest would start out real small and grow until the project's done. Then we convert it to a regular loan and have a set or an amortization schedule. The other way to do it is to go ahead and do the full amount of the loan and start paying interest now. Mark Tapp said the cheapest way for the city to do it is do a construction loan and then finalize it later when the construction is done.
So on the first option, the interest is gonna be rolled into the principal.
No, the interest, we have to pay the interest on this one,
Every month, yeah.
on what's borrowed.
Did they give us a set amount of the interest?
Yes, I done forgot what it was. What was
It
it?
was on our paperwork.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
voted.
Yeah,
on it.
then, it only makes sense to do it that way.
Yeah.
It would be cheaper
It'd
to
be
do it that
cheaper.
way.
Yeah.
Cause it just like you're building a house.
Because right now, I mean, for a couple of months, the interest is gonna be very small. Now, when we get close to the end, yes, the interest is gonna grow.
And depending on how long it takes, the construction.
Well, the construction has a window of 300 days. They have to be done in 300 days, or they get penalized, the construction company.
That's just-
So which type of loan do y'all wish to do? The construction and then convert it, or just do the full
Construction.
loan and
I'll
start
make a
paying interest
motion.
now?
I second.
Construction loan is what we're gonna call it.
A construction loan and interest is to be paid monthly as it is borrowed, which will grow, but y'all understand that. All right, motion from Jimmy, second.
Yeah.
Jeff? All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Now, I just realized on these two quotes, the print didn't show up very good. There are two quotes for mayor's vehicle. One of them is from City Auto in Memphis. And whenever I got this quote, I didn't realize we were gonna have to pay taxes on it. So it's gonna be above the budgeted amount. City Auto sales in Memphis is $39,818, and we will have to pay taxes and everything on it. The vehicle at Carl Hogan Honda down in Columbus, I viewed on them and told them what our budget was, and the out-the-door price, tax, title, and everything is $40,000, the amount that's budgeted. I did get two other quotes, but they were higher than what was budgeted.
What is it?
40,000 each.
What's the vehicle?
2019 Ford F-150 And the total price out the door is $40,000.
This is just a suggestion on that. Can we discuss now?
Yeah, well, yes. Any motion and a second?
We've also, I've been looking at some different options for vehicles, and we've tried to figure out what's best for the city and you, and some future plans that we have maybe for next year too, or the next. And I got some quotes. One's from Dawsett Big Four out of Tupelo. One is from Sarah of Jackson, Tennessee. And they are for 2019 Chevy Colorados, extended cabs. One of them has 74,000 miles on it for $21,888, and they sent us a quote.
Is that Dawsett or?
That's Dawsett. And the other one from Sarah. What's that one?
SARA?
SERRA, yeah. It was a 2019 as well. It has 39,976 miles on it for $23,500. They're both 2019s. I don't know if anybody wants to look at that, but that's just an option.
What was the price? 20%. She did warranty on it. They had extended warranty on it. What's the price?
I didn't ask about that.
So it's two
It's two different ones. That is the one with Sarah.
Yeah, that's a two-door one.
That's the two-door extended cab, and then this one was
Both extended cabs.
For the purpose that I was choosing the four-door, just like today, we escorted the people doing the feasibility study around, and sometimes that happens to where you have to take people around and show them the city. So that's the reason I was looking at a four-door. Now, I did find a four-door at Dawsett Big Four, but it was $47,000, and it had $29,000, but it was above the budget, so I didn't put it in y'all's package.
Who, y'all got plenty, what's the sheet metal like on those Colorados? Anybody know? Gary, you know? Because I know on some of the smaller Fords, they're not very good. The Rangers, stuff like that, they're not very car dealers. I know buddy Mike Lester, he doesn't think much of the smaller vehicles because of some of the great aluminum they use.
I know that one of them we were looking at was lower mileage at Dawsett Big Four, and Napa bought it out from under us, if that makes sense.
And that's part of the problem. I found 4 or 5, but because of the used car market, the one in Memphis, they sent me a message today, it's gone. That's part of the problem, is when you find something that's feasible, it's gone. The market is so swift and moving. They actually agreed to hold this one, Carl Hogan, until we found something.
If you're looking for a four-door, I don't care if it's a four-door or not, make a motion to table it and continue to look.
Okay.
If a four-door is something that we think is necessary for that position, y'all give us
And
some
I
input.
did-
Need some input.
I did find a local, low-mile one, but it was above the budget too, and it's a local personal owned. They're supposed to got back with me before today, but they did not.
But you are interested in a four-door, right?
Yes,
What if we gonna
Yeah.
set the budget at for the truck? We set it at 40, didn't we?
Daniels found
Up
one,
to-
2021, 36 with 31,000 miles. Price Auto and Car Rent.
Where?
Price and car.
Go check it out.
How much
Check
is
it out.
Well, I mean, that's that. By no means am I rushing you. We'll table it if y'all want to, but it may be gone tomorrow. So
Oh, I can call him, he'll hold it.
Will
I'm
you?
just saying that. I just thought, you never know what he's gonna have. I mean, he gets some in car.
It's a good truck.
And it's got low miles.
it's actually lower miles than the one I found.
If they'll hold it.
Absolutely.
That's it.
I think that's a good deal.
Do y'all wanna? It's just
How
a
do
question.
we make
if y'all
that
like
motion?
it, if we.
For you to do that. Just
Let me go call him now.
See if he'll sell it.
Yeah. Just if you'll hold it so you can go look at it.
Yeah.
And will we need another quote of one very
Well,
similar?
we've got
We got
quotes.
that.
So you got the quotes, okay. So
It's
that's
the
fine then.
F-152. It's actually the same year model.
Yeah.
That's cheaper.
Call him. It's considerably cheaper.
Yes. But that's the problem I've been running into is it's the one at Chippewa was 47,000, and he said that he would not guarantee to hold it.
And the one you found had 80,000 miles on it, or 79.
That's what I'm
So that
saying.
was 35.
I was trying to find something with reasonable miles, and then they're gone. I found quite a few, but they're gone.
The higher your miles, the cheaper the truck.
Not in this case,
Chevrolet
though.
drive.
Not in this case. It was a little cheaper.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd rather push
I know what I
a
paid
Chevrolet
for
than
mine.
go
It had
forward.
110,000
I
miles, and I
like
paid
'em all.
36 for mine.
I like them free trucks.
Hey, Sean, Daniel Tucker, hate to bother you this late. I'm sitting here with my board and my mayor. Do you still happen to have the 2021 Ford truck? The F-150 white? Okay, all right. Okay, will you let us know? Okay, all right, thank you, sir. He's got somebody looking at it.
That's what I run into.
Yeah, but he said he'd let him know tomorrow, so he's trying to scrape the money up, the guy is.
Okay, so, motion to table.
Motion.
Can we do something, can we say pending availability to go ahead and buy it before somebody else buys it? Can we do that? Or, because it ain't gonna wait till next board meeting, it'll be gone.
Pending availability within budget.
Yeah, and budget.
All right,
Motion.
Lavelle, Jimmy, all in favor? Pose same sign, motion carried. Next, I brought this before y'all because y'all had decided to place a light pole at the intersection of Cedar and Meadow Creek. This gentleman has now decided he don't want a light pole in his yard. I talked to Jimmy, and it is on the city right away if y'all choose to force the issue, or he is begging not to put it in his yard. He told me to please beg y'all not to do this. But it is the board's choice if y'all want to do it or not.
Is there another place? No.
There is another place, but the caution light above it will not be center of the intersection. It will be center over a lane, and I'm afraid because it's not center of the intersection, somebody might not take it that they're not supposed to stop because it's not center of the intersection. See what I'm saying? You got two
If it's on the
lanes.
right of way, he can't stop us.
Well, no, he can't. But he's begging us not to.
I mean, it's on the right of way.
Is there, is there no other option?
Not and get
That
the
would
light
be-
over the center.
That would be my question.
We've put the strips down, right?
We did. Or Jimmy, would you
Who
rather
want
just
the
not?
light?
I was gonna say, did he request it? Who
Jim,
requested
if you'll
it?
remember, Jimmy requested these speed bumps, but because that is a through thoroughfare, we can't do that because it goes against our policy. So we was trying to come up with an alternative to get people to stop at this red light. This was one of the alternatives.
Well, what about the blinking signs on the stop sign?
There's no way to get, well, for one thing, they're extremely expensive.
Solar? The solar
That's
ones?
what they
Well, you
are
can't
to-
put solar there because there's too many trees. There's trees everywhere. Solar won't work, so we're gonna have to power them. Then we're gonna have to have a meter. So we
say
come up
just-
with the idea of
well-
putting a light up over the intersection.
Of course, all we asked for was the strips, we didn't, I
Just
think
leave
right
it
now,
alone.
just go with that.
Yeah.
Just leave it as is.
That's my opinion.
Motion to rescind the order to put up a light pole.
Motion.
Second.
Lavelle and Jimmy, all in favor? Pose same sign, motion carried. Next is motion to go into closed session to see if executive session is needed.
Motion.
Second.
Terry and Jimmy, we are in closed session, we will recess from office. Back in open session, and after executive session, no action taken after the executive session. Which brings us to our final thing tonight. We have had a loss in our community of a fine retired police officer. Lewis Tynes has passed away this morning. And at Jeff Williams' request, I'd like to adjourn this meeting in honor and remembrance of Lewis Tynes.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And remember his family.
He's a very neat man. Yeah, he is.